Hey Mandy Maniacs, and welcome back to the Friday Fear Drop. 4 horrors, 1 night, with one blood red kiss of dark romance waiting for you at the end. Let's begin. Hey Mandy Maniacs, and welcome back to the Friday Fear Drop. You guys, I love this time of week. I look forward to our Friday Fear Drops all week long, and I hope that you do too. So I don't have any official, St. Patrick's Leprechaun review item, but I did find this shamrock confetti stuck in my hair, so you guys can definitely check that out. Maybe that means I'll be lucky. I don't know. So, leprechauns. Ooh, do I have a story for you guys? Okay, yeah, you guys are gonna love it. Stay tuned for the end, as always, for story time. So, next, we've got the Would You Survive? What do you guys think? Are you gonna survive leprechauns? I might have to watch the movie The Leprechaun tonight. Without further ado, here's that. If you catch a leprechaun, he has to give you his gold. But they never tell you what happens if you lose a leprechaun. So the story goes, as the Would You Survive, you are walking along and you see a tiny little guy dressed in green sitting on a rock repairing one of his shoes. You say, "Aha, I've got you." He tells you, "Okay, human, you win. You can have my gold, but first you have to follow me to it through the woods." You begin to follow him, and he gives you one warning. Whatever you do, don't blink. You walk along behind him for quite some time. Your eyes are watering and burning. You can't help it, and for half a second, you blink. When you open your eyes, the leprechaun is gone, and you find yourself in a trap. What do you do next? Do you try to dig your way out? Or something entirely different? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments. What would you do to escape? And would you survive? The urban legend about leprechauns. So a lot of people assume they're friendly, magical little guys that guard gold. But Irish folklore tells a much different story of a much darker creature. That they are wicked little demonic fairies that enjoy playing tricks that often go too far. That they will guard their gold at all costs. And if you should find one, you will be cursed with the bad luck of the leprechauns. You'll find coins randomly throughout your day in random places, and every coin you find brings you worse luck. And so finally, you hear the clinking of a hammer at night. At first, you try to ignore it, but the next night, you follow it outside, you'll find a leprechaun waiting for you. And he will eat you alive. I hope you guys are really enjoying this week so far. Let me know what you think of this week's story. Has this been a magical St. Patrick's week for you? I hope so. I've enjoyed spending it with you, and I really hope you've enjoyed spending it with me. So you guys, I have another Eli and Mara for you. You know I love writing them. I hope you love Eli and Mara, but this one, I want you to finish it for me. I intentionally stopped at a climax. So you guys can take it whatever direction you want and make it as gory, crazy, or completely peaceful or romantic as you want. I would love to hear what you come up with. Either leave the finished story, the part you wrote from the point I stopped, in the comments, or yeah, so everybody can enjoy and read what you came up with. That would be great. So make sure you comment how you would finish out the story. Make it as long or short as you like. So without further ado, here we go. Also, I did not title this story. I should probably do that at some point. So here we go. The knocking started just after midnight. Not a polite knock, but a rapid, impatient one. Eli and Mara were on the couch, Mara's head resting sleepily on Eli's huge belly. Mara's eyes jolted open when she heard the knock. 3 knocks, a pause, then again. Mara whispered, "Eli, don't open that." His gaze flicked down to her. Mara's head still on his stomach, her fingers nervously bunched in his shirt. Eli's expression softened instantly, looking at Mara. "Hey," he murmured, voice low, reassuring. "I would never let anything happen to you." Eli gently stroked Mara's hair. The knocking grew louder. The door creaked inwards slightly with each impact, as if the hinges themselves were starting to give. Eli reached for the Glock in the drawer of the couch-side cabinet, but it wasn't there. He had forgotten to bring it when they came to the cabin. And then a voice, high-pitched, gurgling. "Lass, open up. We've come for what's owed." Mara's breath hitched. "What is that?" The voice outside giggled. Eli's jaw tightened. "I don't owe you anything," Eli growled. "Ah, ye do," the leprechaun answered. "'Tis our night, and humans no longer carry gold. We take as we please." The knocking stopped. Silence. And then a long scraping sound, like nails dragging down the wood. The door handle twisted, slowly. Eli stood protectively in front of Mara as the door swung open. The thing standing there wasn't a leprechaun. Not anymore. Its body was twisted, too long in the limbs, its green coat stretched and soaked in something dark red. Its face, God, its face, so ugly, split into a grin that went too far, exposing rows of jagged, rotting teeth. Its eyes glowed a sickly yellow, one hanging lower than the other, like it had been partially ripped out. And behind it, more of them, at least 5, smaller, crawling, some clinging to the walls of the porch like insects. All smiling. One turned its head toward Mara. "We will take the lass," it hissed. Anger flashed through Eli. Eli stepped forward, blocking the doorway completely. The lead creature tilted its head. As Eli said, "You don't come any closer." "Ah, but we do." It moved fast, too fast. It lunged, and Eli caught it. One massive hand clamped around its throat midair with a sickening crack. The creature shrieked, its limbs flailing wildly. As it clawed at his arm, its nails slicing into his skin. He didn't flinch. "You picked the wrong cabin," Eli said coldly. Then he slammed it down, hard, smashing his boot into its head multiple times until its skull cracked. A wet, crushing sound. Mara gasped behind him. The others didn't retreat. They growled, a chorus of broken, unhinged giggles. Another skittered forward, dragging something behind it, a sack, drenched in blood, moving. Eli's stomach dropped. "What is that?" The creature grinned, wider, and tore the sack open. Inside, a human arm, still twitching. Mara screamed. "They've been collecting," one of them crooned. "Oops, I meant we. We've been collecting." Sorry. "But we'd much rather take her whole." That was it. Eli snapped. He stepped fully outside, pulling the door shut behind him so fast it rattled the frame. "Mara, lock it. Don't open it, no matter what you hear." "Eli, no." Okay. That's where it ends, you guys. Not ends, but that's where it's your turn to pick it up and take it whatever direction you want. I would love to hear what you come up with. I would love to hear how you end the story. I hope you guys are enjoying this Leprechaun Friday Fear Drop. I can't wait to see you back next Friday for the next Friday Fear Drop. Every Friday, we'll have a new theme. Tell me in the comments, what was your favorite part? I'll see you soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the horror videos I release.